Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be the MLB 2022 postseason predictions slash opinions on what I think the postseason is going to be and my picks for the awards at the end of the year. So, we got the postseason picture. Got this off of Facebook of like yesterday, I think. So this might not be updated, but if it is, then it is. I can't really do anything about that. I don't have a computer on me right now. It's kind of good being super slow. So, in the AL, we'll start with the AL, Tampa Bay versus the Blue Jays. I hate to say it, but I believe that the Blue Jays might come up on top, but I think it'll be very close to call right now. So, I'm going to say Tampa Bay in a Game 3 situation. Seattle versus Cleveland. Obviously, I'm voting for Cleveland to win in the AL, but being realistic, I think it'll also be a Game 3 decision in the wild card where Cleveland comes back on top with a walk-off win. In the NL, for the wild card, we got Philadelphia versus St. Louis. I think the St. Louis Cardinals are going to absolutely dominate the Phillies. I hope they do because they stole Noah Syndergaard and Brandon Marsh from the Angels. But for right now, I'm going to say the St. Louis Cardinals get one step closer into the postseason race for Albert Pujols, Wainwright, and all that. And then San Diego versus Atlanta. I don't think San Diego has it this year. I think Atlanta takes down San Diego. So, Tampa Bay versus Houston. I hate to say it because I hate the Astros. The Astros advance to the CS. The Yankees versus Cleveland. It might be a good matchup. Obviously with Judge and all that, it's a very iffy topic. But the Yankees have been struggling for the past few days, and especially Aaron Judge. So I don't think Aaron Judge and the Yankees will do it. And I think it'll be Cleveland that comes out on top in another deciding matchup. St. Louis versus New York. I need a pen. Where's a pen? Okay. St. Louis versus New York. Considering that the St. Louis Cardinals got swept by the Washington Nationals, and I know it's been 3 years since it happened, I don't think the Cardinals. But the Mets have also been struggling. Very controversial. I think the Cardinals come out on top in Game 5. Atlanta versus LA. Gotta go with my born city, and I'm gonna go with LA, as that's my city, and that's who I want to win in the NL. Houston versus Cleveland in the ALCS. Again, very biased, but being honest, I hate to say it, Houston Astros come out on top. I think in Game 5. Cleveland will put up a battle, but I don't think that Cleveland will advance to the World Series. LA versus St. Louis. St. Louis will put up a battle, but I think the Dodgers will come out on top for a 2017 rematch, and it'll be Astros-Dodgers in the World Series, number 1 seeds in both leagues, with the Dodgers coming out on top and defeating all myths about the 2017 World Series. Obviously, I would want Cleveland to come out on top, but the Astros are just absolutely dominant. I saw the Astros once in April and once in August, and they've just been shut down. If Verlander is in the I don't know if he's injured right now. I don't really keep up with the Astros, but if Verlander's, it's all going to determine on the pitching. If Verlander's out, Cleveland has a very good chance of beating them, but um, they also got to go through the Yankees too. Seattle, I don't think will be a big issue, especially if Julio's out. I think Shane Bieber and McKenzie will shut it down in game 1 and 2 for that game. So yeah. Um, yeah. So awards. I also don't really have that many views on the NL because I don't really watch the NL games other than the Dodgers. So this will be very like unbiased slash biased. I don't know. It's weird to say. So the awards, we'll start with Rookie of the Year. As much as I want Julio to win it, or not Julio, I don't care about him. As much as I want Stephen Kwan to win, I don't think that Stephen Kwan has the numbers for it. It would be another great upset if Kwan wins over Julio. It'd be amazing. Considering I met the guy in real life, and I really hope that he wins, but I think Julio's going to come out on top. But my pick is Stephen Kwan for the AL Rookie of the Year. The NL Rookie of the Year. See, and this is why I don't like not having a computer. I think Strider. I think Spencer Strider could come out on top for a pitcher Rookie of the Year. Reliever of the Year, Closer of the Year, whatever you want to call it. Clase from the Cleveland Indians for AL, and Edwin Diaz for the NL. We got Cy Young. Cy Young, I got Verlander winning it, and Sandy Alcantara from the Marlins. Verlander's probably going to win, but I hope that Ohtani is at least in the conversation. He doesn't really qualify right now, but I feel like after his next start against Oakland tomorrow, the 29th, I think it is, he'll be able to qualify. And he has 200 strikeouts as a pitcher this year, and I feel like if Verlander, falls off for the next few days and Ohtani just dominates in his last two starts, he'll be able to at least compete for the Cy Young. I don't think Ohtani's winning it. I really don't think Ohtani's going to win Cy Young. But I feel like he is top 5 for that conversation. Sandy Alcantara will probably be unanimous for that. Probably not unanimous, but he'll be having a lot of first place votes. Manager of the Year, I think it'll be Terry Francona of the Indians. I know it's not on the bias of this, but I think Aaron Boone could also do it, but he hasn't really done anything. It's more or less Judge that's done stuff. And the AL, I'm going to go with the New York Mets manager. Getting them to a postseason that they haven't gotten to since 2015, so 7 years. And even though the Dodgers will probably come out on top, I think the Mets could have a good chance of winning it this year. But yeah, so the Mets manager and the Indians manager for manager of the year. That one. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's my dog right there. So the most controversial one, the AL MVP or the MVP award. I'm gonna go NL first. I don't know that many NL players. I really don't. I don't know who's in the running for NL MVP. Um, I'll look it up and then I'll put it in the video, right here. I feel stupid. The NL MVP would be Paul Goldschmidt. I don't know why I couldn't think of him. So that was my pick for the NL MVP. AL MVP, my pick is Shohei Ohtani, but I feel like it's gonna be a tie again. I feel like it's gonna be a tie um, where Aaron Judge and Ohtani both win the AL MVP. It hasn't happened for years, but I feel like that. Sure, Judge is chasing history, but Ohtani is also making history. It's very biased, and I love Ohtani to death, but I feel like Judge, with what he's been able to do, if he wins the Triple Crown, then give him MVP. But if he doesn't win Triple Crown, there's no real reason not to give him a tie, because Ohtani is just making people come back to the sport, and you can't deny that. You really can't deny it. What Otani's been able to do at that level is very difficult, and I know how it feels to do that. Um, and even if you're like, oh, you don't play at the same level as Otani. I know that. I know I don't play at the same level as Otani, but I also pitch with both hands, and I have to hit too. Sure, my highlights don't really give Otani vibes, but I feel like in a few years I'll be able to compete more. Even this Saturday, I feel better to compete uh, than I did last week. Saturday was a determining factor for me, and that really bumped up um, my motivation and all that. But yeah, so that's my picks for the awards in the postseason. Is there any other award? I mean, I guess there's a Silver Slugger and the Gold Glove, so I guess. Okay, first base, Goldschmidt, and Troy. That's my bias. Altuve and no, screw Altuve. I hate Altuve. Andres Jimenez and um, what's that dude's name? I don't know any second baseman in the NL. Shortstop for Gold Glove. Gold Glove. I'm saying Gold Glove. Shortstop Gold Glove. I guess. I shouldn't be making that prediction. Ohtani wins all the awards. But yeah, so thank you for watching. I'll edit this to where if it changes, I'll make an update, and I'll try and do more. I'll do more content where it's like this, where I'm talking to the camera and sharing my opinion. So thank you for watching. Bye.